Our next speaker, again, contacted me to say, Rick, on a day like this, on a week like this, on a weekend like this, there's places that you need to be, there's corners you need to be on, and there's microphones you need to be talking into. So please welcome back to Justice Southbury, Attorney Robert Opotzner from Danbury. Thank you.
That wind was from God saying, we're with you today. So let's thank God for that wind. I want to thank Rick Richardson. I did text him on Saturday and said, Rick, I won't tell you the words I use because there's some ladies here. He said, do you want to speak? I said, I'll be happy to speak to this group. And others of you, I'm humbled. In Hebrew, the word would be lachmir and tuchas, which means kiss my you-know-what. But anyway, to that person over there. But in any event, you others, I'm humbled to be speaking today. You guys all spoke so beautifully. And instead of doing a moment of silent prayer, what I did was I brought for you the Yiskadal. Those of you who are Jewish, when someone passes away, we do the Yiskadal, which is a positive statement connecting life to death. And so in honor of a lady who said, I'm not here, I'm not angry with you, I'm not mad at you, here's the English version of the mourner's Kaddish. I don't have my yarmulke on, it would probably be blown off anyway. It says, glorified and sanctified be God's great name throughout the world, which he has created according to his will. May he establish his kingdom in your lifetime and during your days, and within the life of the entire house of Israel, speedily and soon, and say, Amen. May his great name be blessed forever and to all eternity. Blessed and praised, glorified and exalted, extolled and honored. Adored and lauded be the name of the Holy One. Blessed be he, beyond all the blessings and hymns, praises, and consolations that are ever spoken in the world, and say, Amen. May there be abundant peace from heaven and life for us and all, for all Israel, and say, Amen. He who creates peace in his celestial heights, may he create peace for all of us, and for Israel, and by the way, for everybody, not just Israel, and say, Amen. That's a very positive statement, and I'm not going to get into the fact that I've watched the video about 45 times, and how I don't know how anyone could see anything but a murder there, but that's not my focus today. My focus is try to be of a positive nature. I've been reading a book called Energize Your Happiness, which is written by a friend of mine who's been on my TV show about a dozen times. Rick's going to top that with Jeremy as well at some point in time. But her theme is about being yourself. We cannot control the world, but we can control how we deal with the world. And in fact, I actually called her today, and I got some quotes I'm going to read from you a little bit later from her book, but it's all about how do we react, because we can't control that guy who was rudely honking the horn at us. We can control how we deal with the problems and the issues that we face. I don't know if it's Mr. Alley or first name's Alley, but you were quoting what our rights are, and of course, being a lawyer, I couldn't help but bring with me the Constitution and the First Amendment. I'm not going to read it all to you, but sometimes we forget how wonderful the laws are supposed to be and why we left England, why we decided to have an amendment that says, I should have it memorized, I'm sure Rick, who's a better lawyer than I, hasn't memorized, but the First Amendment says, if I can find where I put it, here it is, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise. Repeat after me. Free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So what are we supposed to do in an era where we have a lady, forget it, not a lady, a B word who was the head of Homeland Security who shoots a blinking dog in the freaking head. How can she say, without even seeing the video, how can she say that the ICE officers are okay? How can she do that? How can our President of the United States make statements in a couple hours without seeing the videos? The videos I've seen since Thursday and Friday and Saturday all add to the story. How can we ever have an evaluation by the FBI when they're all in Trump's pocket? So we have to understand something. We all said beautiful things about community. When Renee said, I'm not mad at you, I'm not angry with you, whatever exact phrase was, that tells us that the good old days, my father was a Republican, a good Republican, voted for the wrong people, but that's okay. But the thing is, he loved his country. We have to deal with the opposition. You're never going to convince that 33% or whatever that number is that today is Sunday if Trump says it's Monday. So we have to be aggressive in a positive way. And we have to find our opportunities as to how we're going to do it. And to me, it's in the electoral process. Although I'm afraid that there will be bomb scares or whatever, and the military will get called in around October to every place in America, called by Trump, and oh my gosh, we can't have an election. We have got to win at the electoral booth. Now, you guys might think I'm too old to be into rap, and I ain't gonna rap with you mothers today, but I am gonna, if I can play it for you, I am also gonna take the words from Eminem. Eminem, you have one opportunity. I'm hopefully going to play a few minutes of that song, but it says, you better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. How many shots do we have in 2026? One shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music, in the moment. You own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. So I'm going to play. All right, now there's one more thing I want to do with you, and I hope I can get this done. Maybe I can't. There is a great Jewish prayer called a Mishi Berach. Anybody ever hear of that before? Mishi Berach? That's a prayer for people who are ill. And it's a prayer that's said, so it's sung in a way so that you have hope for recovery. Our country today is ill. How could there be 35 to 40% of people still supporting Donald Trump? How could you look at those videos? I'm not going to comment on the videos, I promise, Rick. But how could you look at those videos and not think that something bad happened there? So I'm going to try to play this. I think I can get it.
It would be really hard for me
There's a stream in there.
especially in these
You want to come
times,
closer?
to be with so many people and to not sing the Mishberach with you.
Can you hear it?
Hard for me to, especially in these times, to be with so many people and to not sing the Mishberach with you. So
It's a gorgeous song.
I'm just going to do it, and I'll sing it first for you and ask you not to sing along. And then I'll ask you to join with me and to hold in your minds and hearts the names of those people in your lives in need of healing. And for all of those across the seas, all of those we don't know, and all of those for whom there is no one to ask for blessings of healing and well-being. This is for you.
Guys, God bless America, and God bless Renee Nicole Good. Thank you for your time.